Seeing if anybody's coming on before we get started. Wait a minute or two. Okay. Look up there. You can tell hi. Then you can watch it there. Look.
Hi. I could barely see my face. I was like, hi.
Nobody's watching.
What the heck?
So this is a Facebook Live video. It will be put on our YouTube page, BB Woodworks. Again, got to do the disclaimer telling everybody that I am not a professional. I'm not teaching anybody how to do anything. Please don't copy my techniques because I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. And hello. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We've been on here for a few minutes and nobody's come on yet. So this is a blank that I turned, or that I cast last night. This is made out of aluminite clear. It's a 7-minute curing epoxy. You got 7 minutes of working time with it. And this is the results of when you wait just a little bit too long to pour into the mold. It set up on me right as I got ready to start pouring it. So that was an epic fail. That is the first one that I've actually wasted resin on. The reason why I was waiting a little bit longer is because I was trying to get my colors to where they aren't bleeding together so bad. Let me get a couple examples. I wanted a more defined barrier between the colors like this one has now. Got a lot crisper lines between the colors. This is the results I was having with other ones. I mean, they still look pretty nice. But the colors bleed together. There's no definitive line. And I don't really care for that. I mean, like I said, they're still pretty. Here's another one that I poured a while back. This is with Art and Glow resin. It's got a 40-minute working time. So your colors have a lot more time to bleed together. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. And hopefully I can get a little bit more advanced and actually have you like that purple, huh, Natani? Silas is over watching the iPad. It's sitting down over here. But it is a pretty purple. Or pink, or whatever color it actually is. But I was really shooting for the more crisp lines between my turnings like that. Let me turn on one more light, see if I can get more light here on the subject.
Just use this one.
Over my lathe. That one's not plugged in, but I don't know if that helps out.
That one? That little one right there, Dad?
Jeremy Bauer. How's he going on the hill, Jeremy? I gotta move this a little bit so I can kind of see comments on my phone. Silas is letting me know when comments come along on the iPad. I don't know why it's not. There we go. from dropping the iPad. He's a good little helper. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be turning a bottle stopper today. Give you guys a break from the pins that I've been turning. I have been having a little bit of problems. Let you guys know if I end up cussing on the video. I apologize. The parts are coming from my lathe. It's there like always. Laguna has sent me the parts. Pretty much no questions asked. They just wanted to know what it was doing. Best customer service I've ever experienced with anything. Sure. I actually talked to somebody from the United States. It was unbelievable. I'm ready for that. But we'll see if it's still goofing up tonight or not. Doesn't seem to be so far. We'll slow that speed way down though. Now we can turn that speed back up. Get it up to a good turning speed. We got to flatten the bottom where it's actually going to tie into the bottle stopper. Kind of annoyed you. It's a lot easier when you do more than one at a time. And you know what? While we got it set up this far, I've got another blank that same color. And I'm going to go ahead and do this part of it while I've got it set up. And remember, there is a little bit of lag, so if it takes me just a second to answer you guys, it's because there is lag. Okay. There's that issue I've got, and now I've got to see if I can get back to the VFD on this thing. Son, move that. To see if it's kicking out an error code. And no, it's not kicking out an error code. So, probably is the relay that they were talking about. Third time's the charm, it started. Oh, I'm gonna do, watch out, buddy. Should have done this first on the first one. I should have done this. Just let me know if somebody says something, buddy, and then I'll. Yeah, and then I can look up here. It'll show me. Just don't drop that.
I'm gonna get me a chair. I need a chair.
And it may look like doing the resin is a bigger pain in the butt because you've got all these resin chips. I heard a YouTuber say the other day that he would rather turn resin because it's actually less mess than doing wood turning because you don't have sawdust or dust all over everything like you end up having with doing actual wood turning. So bear with me just for a minute. I've got to set everything up again.
I'll tell you. I'm watching the whole thing. I'm just watching the comment box.
We got to get the mandrel put in for the bottle stoppers.
When you watch your video, I will be in the whole thing almost.
Yeah, your mouth? Is that what you're talking about?
No, my face.
Oh.
Too.
Before threading the blank onto the mandrel, I like taking a little bit of paste wax. It makes it a whole lot easier, and I mean just a little bit. It don't take a whole lot at all. Go ahead and put that on the threads. Trying to lubricate the threads as you're threading it. Now my mandrel is a self-tapping mandrel. I don't know if you can see the cut in it right there, but it's notched so it can thread itself. The acrylic really does an easy job of threading on. Especially with adding just that little bit of paste wax.
We'll be waiting for a little while. Nothing came up yet. Nothing.
There it is. And we're ready to start turning.
Yay!
Son. I'm going to be using a negative rake carbide cutter on this. The carbide cutters work a lot better on the acrylic resins. What negative rake is your regular carbide cutter is going to be flat on top. This one's got a slight bevel down, so it's not as aggressive, but it cuts very nicely. We might get to see me do a video tonight.
Wait, really?
It's turning off and on by itself.
What the?
Hopefully I'll have that relay here in a couple of days, and that's what it is, and not a bigger issue. We'll go ahead and bring the tailstock up.
The tail block. Oh.
Son.
Why can't I do myself? I'm gonna turn it all the way up.
Give them a little bit of stability while we're doing this. it down that much. Okay, I got it. This is my first time actually turning this kind of resin. Again, this is the Little Light Clear. It's got a lot different odor.
Oh, what does that smell? I'm covering my nose.
Than my Art and Glow does. You probably should wear a dust mask more than I do, but I've got one on now. That's why I sound muffled. You guys that are watching, I'd really appreciate it. You go into YouTube, look for BB Woodworks. I've got 3 videos up there right now. This will be the 4th one going up there. It'll just be the replay of this. But go to YouTube, BB Woodworks. Please subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. Get out of here, Bubba. Give you guys a heads up. I'm gonna blast some air at that. It might be a little loud. Where are you going? Okay, bring it back in here. Oh, kids. Ooh, ready. Not sure really what kind of design I want to do on it. There we go with the air again. I think that looks kind of neat. We'll back off our tailstock now. Finish up the top. I'm gonna get rid of that little hole down here. I know you guys can't see it, but from the point of the tail stop, you don't want chatter. Ah. We just may have to send those chatters out of it. I think I like that shape. Sure don't like the chatters that are in it though. I didn't want to stop it and look at it. I wanted it to be a surprise to me as well. Oh, that looks pretty neat, but I don't know if you guys can see the chatters down here. It's pretty rough. I don't want to make you seasick and move the camera around. I wonder. I'm gonna take a little piece of wood. This is an experiment now. Let me know if this fan is causing problems with the audio any more than my dust mask is. I want to see if that'll hold it and maybe get them chatters out of that. Come on. I think I got all the chatters out. Chatter marks. Oh. I taught myself a new trick there. Okay. So I'm gonna go off the air again. You guys have any questions at any time? Ask away. Shoot, gotta take that dust mask off. probably the worst time to do it because I'm going to do a little bit of sanding now. It's not going to be much though. I'm going to hit a little bit here. Come on, lathe. Just to kind of clean up this end. These are 400 grit. This is pretty aggressive for acrylic. And I'm going to immediately step to 500. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and do wet sanding with the 500. Actually, I can move this board over here so I'm not spilling it on my bed rails. Hey, we got 5 people watching. Or 4. Hope I'm not boring you guys too much. I'm doing 1,000 grit sanding now. And now we're going to do 1,200 grit. Probably going to turn this into a 2-piece set if this comes out as good as I hope it does. You guys like some of the stuff that I end up doing? Everything I do is for sale. It helps me continue on doing something that I enjoy. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'm getting bored. You guys are dropping off like flies. Or I must be boring. You guys are dropping off like flies. Had 5 people watching just a few minutes ago. Okay. Come on. Well, not too shiny right now. But getting ready to be. We're gonna start applying our CA finish. don't want to scatter CA glue all over my. The bed of my lathe. I really don't want CA glue all over my fingers. Wind's starting to pick up. That's always a great thing when the wind starts blowing when you're trying to put a finish on something. So the bottle stoppers that I showed the other night, that was when I was turning the pine cone pins on that live video. Those were the first bottle stoppers that I had done a CA finish on. Usually I had just done a wet sanding all the way up to the 12,000 grit. But that actually turned out really nice. So we're going to do a CA finish on these. Get that brought up to speed. And if I can get my CA glue open. This bottle's just about had it. Okay. Getting the lid off it. Still one off an old one. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I think that's just about had it. Can't get the lid off of it. Alrighty. One more step. I'll be changing my gloves pretty quick. So that little trick with just some painter's tape on the finger, that helps out quite a bit from the paper towel from sticking to your finger while you're doing this and tearing the fingers off your gloves. And here we go. We're just going to flood that. Oh, that's a perfect time for you to do that. Right while I'm flying finish. That's actually an activator, makes that CA glue dry almost instantly. This is going to be the fourth coat of thin. And final coat of that. That's to build up our base. I hope you guys can see that. I'd like to get a lot closer. I just don't want to get CA glue all over my... CA glue is... I'm not even going to try to pronounce the proper name. I'm going to move the camera real quick, guys, just to give you a heads up. CA glue. Okay, go away, report a problem. I know I shook the phone. It's just super glue. A little bit closer. Maybe a better angle. That's coming out very nice. I need to quit touching it though. There's sawdust on my hands. This is a little bit of denatured alcohol to clean it up. Get some of that dust off of it. Come on. Now, I may be having these little problems with this lathe. Hopefully the issue gets resolved when they send me the parts for it. But after going from the lathe I was using, which is an old shop smith with 1950s model, to this is like going from a 1950s Volkswagen to almost a Maserati now. Hey, it's my story. I can tell it how I want. Okay, now we're starting with our thick CA. Let's see if we can see this. I'm not advertising for these people. I was just trying to cyanoacrylate glue. By no means am I advertising for anybody, but that made in the USA right there is a huge bonus for me. Well, I got a little sloppy with that one. That's gonna be some sanding. Ugh, especially out here on the end. Okay, how many coats of thick was that, anybody? I don't remember if it was 2 or 3. Yeah, it looks like it's turning backwards in the video. This is actually turning this way. Come on, don't be bashful. Tell me how many layers that was. I think it was 2. There we go. Big old puddle of it there. That was a little excessive with the activator. I need to start putting tape over all the names of everything. Unless the people want to sponsor me. I have no problem having sponsors. I could really use a sponsor for resin. Alrighty, so there we are with all of our CA glue on there. We'll see what that looks like. Ooh, wow! I've got some good amount of sanding to do on there. Okay. Might as well get comfortable. We're going to be here for a little bit. Try moving you guys a little bit so I have a little better. I'm moving you again. I know. It's a pretty good angle right there, though. You guys are almost seeing exactly what I'm seeing at that point. So I'm going to start out with 500. I usually don't go back that low after I've put my CA glue on. And we're just going to start out wet sanding. I got a little carried away and got quite a bit of, you can probably hear how rough that is. Nobody wants to talk. I normally listen to music while I'm doing my woodworking, but normally I listen to Pandora on my phone. And when I'm doing these Facebook Live videos, I'm using my phone as my camera. I'm really afraid that this thing's going to shut down in the middle of finishing this, and then I'm not able to get it started again. Okay. Got all the rough stuff off of it. Now it's time to start making it shiny. I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time on each grit now. Double check that we're getting the deep grooves out. Hey, neighbor. So that's up to 1200 grit with sandpaper. Now we're going to the micro mesh pads. And starting out with 1500, and we'll work our way up through 12,000. This is a, I don't know if this one's going to be a bottle stopper or a bottle opener. This started out as a chunk of resin like this. Then we drilled the hole in the end of it so we could put it on the mandrel, and then we turned it down. Yeah, for wine. Or my bottle openers are actually for beer bottles. You stick around long enough, I might actually screw a... I don't know. We'll just have to see toward the end of this video. We've only got a few more minutes. You'll notice that I stop on every other pad and actually sand the end. If I don't, I end up with a little nib down here on the end. I'm really not wanting to shut it off though. I'm afraid it might not start back up. Hopefully that part comes in for it here before too long. Like I said, this is a Laguna lathe. They are not sponsoring me by any means, but this thing has been awesome. I've only had it for 3 months, but I've turned some pretty neat things. Those of you that follow me on the page see some of the creations that I throw out there. I think what I'm going to do is let you guys vote. There's only 3 of you on here that I can know of. But we'll let you guys vote here in just a minute. I've only got 2 more pads after this one.
Huh, that's fun.
I'll show you the different styles of stoppers I have, and then the bottle opener. I don't know why they're not showing up over there, dude. You might have to get up to see them. Oh, there you go.
Who's that?
Greg.
Oh, one that lives over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Greg, your name's going to be on my YouTube video now. Speaking of YouTube, I'm going to push that again. BB Woodworks on YouTube. just getting started. It's pretty pitiful. I only have one subscriber. And he's my general foreman. Sorry, Robert, if you're watching. But I get a kick out of Robert's page. His is RM Epoxy Art. He uses the resin, epoxy resin, and actually makes paintings with it. And his paintings are awesome. So there's your plug, Robert. Oh, there's the last pad.
Well, happy.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay, cool. LOL.
Okay. The last little magic touch.
Oh, I did it again. What does that say?
Yeah, I really don't see the point of a bottle stopper either. You can still use them on bourbon and whiskey and whatever else also. He says Lena. Oh, hey, I need speed for this. Uh-oh, Monster's back. Okay, so here's my little box of...
Oh, I'm stuck in some
Huh?
Ow!
So I've got...
He's scratching my hand.
Set it down, son.
Right here.
So we'll call this one number 1. This is a bottle stopper.
Here's some.
Call this one number 2. Another bottle stopper, just because it was easy to grab hold of.
What happened to the top thing? Daddy. Hi.
It's laying in here.
Hi. Hi, Dad. Oh, right here.
Hi, sis. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Number 3. And these are actually pretty good quality, or very good quality. These are all stainless steel.
Dad, everyone said
Bottle stoppers. Those are the 3 styles of bottles. Nope, I've got a 4th style. I'm lying.
ooh la la.
There's number 4.
We can't stand that up.
Yeah, can't stand that one up. So I'll have to lay it down. And then
Is that number?
this is the bottle opener.
Oh, I love those. Dad, one of those looks like a bottle opener.
So you guys tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We say 5.
So,
we say
Well, I'm seeing if any of you guys answer me. When I first started out these bottle stoppers, and I'm probably shooting myself in the foot because I still have some of these. I started out with this style of bottle stopper.
Ooh la la.
So these are made of chrome, and anybody that knows wine's acidic, and acid eats chrome. So these would be probably sold for more decorative, and even if I was talking to the people, I would tell them that I probably wouldn't use this on a wine bottle. I haven't tried it in any other style of bottle. I put this in a wine bottle just to try it out when I first got it. But I'm not going to try to... And again, these are all stainless steel with, I want to say it's neoprene washers. They have a lifetime warranty on those. I will replace those. Darn dogs. Grandma and Papa pulled up in the driveway. So, I've only gotten one person to vote, and it's Greg. So, Greg, we're going to put a bottle opener on it.
Oh, can I put on?
If I can get it off the lathe.
Can I put one? Which one is it?
The opener.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, you already put on? Well, there you guys have it.
There it is. That thing came out. I'm going to have to move you guys because I want to get in on the other side of the light so you can actually see this thing.
Can we say hi? I want to say hi.
That thing came out awesome. I think that's one of my best ones.
You think you're going to keep it? Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Greg?
What does he say?
That thing, I like that thing. That one,
Oh, you gotta leave. Watch me whip. Now watch me win it.
I'm sitting here just in awe staring at it. That came out nice.
Sometimes, Daddy.
But Silas wants to say hi to everybody.
Hi!
Yep. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I messed up.
You turned off the camera.
I don't know what I did.
Aw.
Oh, no, there's the video. Gotta love an iPhone or the idiot operating it.
Hi!
But, all right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Again, this is going on my YouTube page, BB Woodworks, just like it is on the Facebook. BB Woodworks. Greg says hello, little buddy. There, how do I do this where you can see me? There we go. Okay, BB Woodworks. It's not BB Woodworks and more on YouTube. It's just BB Woodworks on YouTube. Go and follow it. You guys can share the videos. Yeah, Natani says hi, Patootie. I appreciate you guys watching. Share the videos. Gets me out there. More people seeing it. I'd like to have a whole lot more people watching me on YouTube. Maybe I won't be so gooberish or something. I don't know. Thanks guys for being my guinea pigs in the beginning.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.